Hello everyone, it's Amy, and as promised a long time ago, I am here to show you how I make my storage boxes. No matter what you have to store, you can adjust your storage box to fit exactly what it is that you want to store. So I bought these, our Kmart went out of business, and I got these they are little soap containers. And I got them for like 20 cents a piece, I think it was. And so I picked up what they had and thought that I could, because they're nice and hard, I use them to just store my tiny fabric flowers so they don't get all squished, and you can see right through the lid so you can see exactly what you've got there. But I need a place to store these because they're, they don't stack on top of each other. They're just going to fall all over if I try and stack them somewhere. So I'm going to make a storage box. First thing that you need to do is you need to figure out what it is that you're going to store, and then you have to find the box to store it in. I reuse the priority mailboxes whenever we get mail. They're not too heavy, they're not too thick, and this is kind of like a letter size or something like that, but thick. And so what I do is I grab the boxes that I've got stored up, and then I start trying to see if it's going to work. Now I would stand this one up this way, I would cut the front off, and so my things would stack in there like this. Alright, so what I need to know is this wide enough? I'm going to put foam core board in the back, so I have to remember that there's going to be about 1/4 of an inch in the back that will be filled up. So if I were to take this and put it on here to within 1/4 of an inch, my problem is that I'm sticking out this far. That's a little bit too far for me to be sticking out. I don't like that. You could do that, but you know, it just wouldn't be as sturdy as what I would like. So this box is not going to be quite wide enough this way to hold these. And obviously if I put them in this way, it really wouldn't be wide enough. So that box is out. So the other priority box that I have is this size. And this is, I don't know how to say it, a little bit bigger than my hand. But anyways, so I'm going to try this one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it in here. And it's plenty deep enough. Actually, it's a little bit too deep. And then I can't fit 3. I could fit 2 wide. Maybe I could put them this way. That's really tight because it'll have foam core board on the side, so that won't fit that way. So I have to put them in this way. And I have 10 of them. So I would want to put 5 stacked up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I still have this much room on top, so I have plenty of room. The one thing that I have to remember is foam core board goes inside here. There will be a piece on the bottom, a piece at the top, and one piece between each one of these. So I'm going to have 1 piece of foam core, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to have 6 pieces of foam core within this box. So I have to remember to account for that much room. What I do is I save my little scraps of the foam core. So I'm going to take 6 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And put them in there. Okay. I'm definitely going to have enough room. As a matter of fact, I've got enough room actually for probably one more. I do. I don't have one more. I always make however many shelves fit. So I will have a shelf at the top that I can't fill with these because I don't have any more, but I can always put something else up there. You know, you can put ink pads up there or whatever. But don't waste that space. You know, a lot of people would say if you have 5, then you can also just adjust it so that you only have 5 spaces tall, so that you can fit 5 here and 5 here. That would accommodate your 10. But I'm going to wind up, I believe, with 6 on each side. The one at the top may be a little larger or a little smaller, because I will make all of my shelves for these the size that I want them to be. And then whatever is left is going to just be an extra shelf. And I can, you know, as a crafter, we can never find anything to put in an empty spot. So that is how you choose your box. And now the thing is with the boxes, now I need to decide which way do I want to put them. This way works fine, but maybe I want to put them this way. If I put them this way, I could fit 3 across. Okay, I only have 10. That'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I would have 1 left over. I don't really care for that, so I am going to go for this way. So, the only other thing that I need to now check is, I need to check with, these are actually about an inch too far in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut back the corners of the boxes here by an inch and fold the flaps back 1 more inch so that these come right out to the edge, because otherwise they'd be too hard to reach in there and get out. We need them to stick out just a little bit. So I'll go and I'll cut each of the 4 corners. I do not ever cut the flaps off these. What I do is I fold them all back like this, and then I go around the whole thing with packing tape to hold that because it makes it nice and sturdy. Sometimes I leave the bottom flap out like this, just as a base. With this one, with how wide it's already going to be, I don't think I'm going to have a base on it, because that base, you have to remember that wherever you set it, that base is going to take up room. Whenever I do the thin boxes, like this though, I normally, with these, I do normally put a base on the bottom because they're so thin, they're very topsy-turvy. So, oops. So you're going to need some kind of a utility knife, X-Acto knife. Working with this stuff, I like the utility knives. They're just a little bit deeper. And I need to go in and cut this corner. And, you know, be very careful with your utility knife. And I'm going to say that's about right where I want it. So then I'm going to get a ruler. I'm going to measure how long this cut is right here. And I'm going to cut all 4 corners and then fold these back. I'll be right back after I get that done. First off, because I need a ruler, and secondly, because you don't want to watch me do this the whole time. I'm trying to keep this short, and it's already probably going to be pretty long. Alrighty, thank you very much. I'll be right back. Bye-bye.